Like, good people always get fucked over in relationships. Like, I have Zaxby's I kind of ate like a script and bit my toast while I was in the car. Because I was sleeping. I don't know what the fuck I'm finna talk about. But I got shit to talk about. I got shit to talk about. My motherfucking sauce. You know, I don't really eat ketchup on fries. Like, that was some kid shit that I used to do. Like, I'm advanced now. I dip my fries in ranch, honey mustard, that sauce, buffalo sauce, any damn thing but ketchup. I'm advanced now. For one. I'm gonna talk about this little COVID-19 for a second. I do feel like my camera is locked. Stay. Alright, bet. So I do feel like that a lot of people not taking it serious like they should take it. I feel like a lot of measures that, like Walmart, I shouldn't say that name. Fuck them. Nah, for I fuck Walmart. I feel like a lot of stores do not do what they're supposed to do. Like, maybe y'all can help me understand the logic in closing down one side of Walmart, like the door, and making everybody come in the exact same way. And then you're only letting like 10 people in at a time. Okay, what if you got like a big ass Walmart? This isn't like a neighborhood market or whatever. And you got like 150 people standing in line, and they're not 6 feet apart. They're like boom, 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 boom. People, all that stuff like that. And it could be allergies, it could not be allergies. But the thing is, it's germs. And I always been like a germ freak before all of this. But it's just like now, a lot of people are being like extra cautious. Because I went through Chick-fil-A the other day. And like on Monday, they was taking my card with the glove and swiping it. So I went back to that the next day. That's why I'm at Chick-fil-A so much. And they was like, I can't take your card anymore. You know, they got the little device and said, just hold it out. And they like took their device across my card, which I felt was smarter. Because gloves like spread germs like a lot. Like, in relationships, do you guys feel like you lose yourself easily? Or are you one of those people who can maintain, you know, being about that person while still having your personal emotions intact? Shit, excuse me. Or do you feel like it's all about who you're with? Like, because I feel like it's a little bit of all three for me. I feel like I could keep my emotions intact, and I could worry about their emotions and my emotions, and then sometimes I feel like I could be all about them and forget about myself, and then which is draining. And I'm talking like personal care. I'm not talking about like selfishness, about like little shit like going to get you something to eat, not getting nothing to eat. I'm talking about like emotional stuff, like so you just gonna stare there? You gonna stare? Alright. I'm talking about like, trying to say like, it's very easy to like lose yourself when you dating somebody. And it has nothing to do with you being like strong-minded or weak-minded or whatever the case may be, emotionally unstable. It's just like, I personally feel like good people always get fucked over in relationships. Like A relationship is like Russian roulette, because it's like you don't, when you get in a relationship, you can't just go in it half-assed because you've been hurt before. Like, you have to be willing to like open yourself back up and love 100%, like your heart never been broken before. And let's say if you're doing that, you're 100%, but your partner is like hesitant towards you, then long down the road, like, you're gonna be giving all this damn, you're gonna be giving all this damn energy to them. I'm ranting like fuck, and I'm trying to, like, my shit is not making sense. This is why I talk to myself. This is why I talk to myself. Right there, like, I can say it to myself and it sounds perfectly fine to me. But when I try to tell it to somebody else or talk about it out loud, like, I don't even know what the fuck. In my head, I'm trying to make it make sense to whoever I'm saying it to. And how do y'all feel about long distance relationships? How many long distance relationships have you been in? Have you been in more long distance relationships, or have you been in more in your area relationships? Like, what do you think is best? For me, when I first started like dating, I had one girlfriend that was like close, you know, and then that was like in 8th grade, and then 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and y'all gonna be like, why y'all talking about that? 9th grade, 11th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade, all my relationships were like long distance. Oh, I take that back. One of them wasn't. One of them, she was literally like 30 minutes away, so it wasn't nothing. But we wasn't like seeing each other every day, all day. And then in 12th grade, I got with somebody who was at my same exact school, and that was a whole new experience for me because I'm used to like long distance. I'm used to like, you know, I guess having that space. And it's like when you're dealing with somebody who's like living in your same town or whatever city, like, how do you like balance like giving them their space without them thinking that like you don't, without them feeling like you're not giving them enough attention? Like, I think that's one of my issues, like, cause like I'm a like loner, so even though I'm dating and stuff like that, I would like give you attention, but I would be by myself. Like, I could really be somewhere playing the game, somewhere scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever, and I'm not even thinking about it. I could go the whole day with doing that, and you like texting me trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I'm literally just on my phone. But because I'm like, to me, it's like, I know you got a life, and I have a life too. So I don't expect us to be like texting each other 25/8. I feel like that's unrealistic when you become an adult and both of y'all are working, both of y'all have your own lives, and I feel like that's unrealistic. I don't understand why some people get mad when their significant other like goes an hour or so without texting them. And I see the little memes and shit like that, and I do be laughing at them because they be funny. But there's people out there for real who real life be hurt. Like, if you go an hour or so without texting them, and I be like, this is not high school. Like, you're not down the hall in math, and I'm not on this hall in English, and we're not texting all day. And it's not like when the bell rings, we go in the hallway and we talk and walk each other to class. And then we're back in the next class texting. After school, we texting, going to McDonald's, or we going over each other's house. This is not high school. This is not high school. Like, I feel like people like that are like too clingy and unrealistic. Too clingy and unrealistic. And people that I talk to, like friends and stuff, who be dealing with long distance relationships and stuff, and who be dealing with close relationships, like when y'all live in the same city, it's like If you don't text them every hour on the hour, they're like, what are you doing? And it's just like living my life. And I think that's where, like, I think everybody, before they even start dating somebody that lives in their city, should try to do a long distance relationship. Because when you're in this relationship, your trust has to be beyond 100%. Because you're not seeing this person. Like, it depends on how long distance you are. You could be 2 hours away, you could be 3 hours away. And people like 2 hours is not long distance. 2 hours is long distance. You ain't got no car. Well, they ain't got no car. And y'all trying to get y'all stuff together. 2 hours is long distance. Walk that motherfucker. Long distance. But let's say you in Georgia, they in Texas. You in Texas, they in New York. Whatever the case may be. You over here, they overseas, they military, whatever. You have to have trust. They're not going to be able to text you 25/8. They're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do it. I don't even like nobody 20. I don't even like texting nobody 25/8. Like, the maturity level has to be up too. Alright? We cannot do long distance if your maturity level is not up. Like, just because I don't text you back, if I ain't text you in 2 hours, don't hit me up talking about something. Oh, we with your little hoes, blah, blah, blah. That's not, to me, we not in high school. That shit's not cute. And I call it the meme phase because there's a lot of memes that's like that. Are you that insecure in what you're doing? Do you not have that much faith in me? Because to me, I feel like, for one, if you always think I'm doing something when I'm texting you, when I'm not texting you, if you think I'm cheating or with hoes or some shit, that means you don't need to be with me, for one, because you probably either know I'm a hoe or you probably ain't got over somebody like being a hoe on you. So you're not ready to be in a relationship. Don't get in one. These cats gonna kick them out the window. I'm not gonna do that. Like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that. Comment. My social media and everything will be down below, which is crazy, y'all. Like, cause I did a video on R&B Empire, and that shit's like 5,000 views or some shit like that. I think it's like that much, but that took like a while. I don't know why it's like trending all of a sudden. Cause like in the past month it went up to 2,000. It went up 2,000 views in the past month. I don't know why that was like so popular. Maybe because people like used to like them and then they like split or whatever. I wish both of them the best individually. And I've gotten like 10 new subscribers and I've not been active at all. So, and my views are still going up on my video. So that's why I came back and said, let me do another video. Because another thing I wanted to do with is being more consistent with stuff. Because my mom, may she rest in peace, which I'm very aware, she was not consistent with a lot of stuff. And I could feel myself being like that. So I'm trying to break that. Break it. Like, you have the choice. Like, I'm not just finna sit here and be inconsistent. Well, that's just how my mom is. I'm not finna accept that for myself. Because I see how that is. I'm not finna accept that for myself. But I'm finna get up out of here. Because I got other stuff I want to go do. Like, play Grand Theft Auto. Peace. Good people always get fucked over in relationships. Like,